Hi guys, today we're going to start with our new tutorial series for Construct 3 Kiwi Story. So Kiwi Story is already available on Construct 3, but as of now there is no tutorials explaining the game development. So I have come up with a series of tutorials which you can see from now onwards. Today I'm going to release the first part and soon is going to you know uh, get complete series available on YouTube. So please like this video and subscribe to my channel to stay tuned and keep updated yourself with the Kiwi stories and games which are going to come in future. So let's start with the journey. Hi, so let's start creating the game Kiwi Story. So let's go to new project. Just mention the name. So let's name it to the forest. Yeah, quickly starting with the forest scene. And so this is our layer. And let's quickly add a back. Okay, so now first let's add a BG. Okay, let's get rid of this layer. So now this is my BG, and it's not going to be the transparent one. I'm going to add a background here. I can add is an op and we'll add our BG. You can download the images. This is the Kiwi Story images. You can easily get it from Construct 3. So I'm going to make it something like this. I'm making it somewhere big. You can see something like this. Okay, this is my window. Cool, that makes sense right now. Let's make it like 240 itself because we have taken 240. So that is the BG1. And now let's another BG. I'm naming it BG2. Okay, again let's catch a sprite tile BG. Okay, so the next one which you can take is this. Cool. Let's keep it like this again. I think I can copy paste the same size like this. Cool. So now I have two BGs available. I'll make it transparent. Let's better not make it transparent. Okay, so now BGs are ready. Cool. So now we have added background, and now let's move to adding tile map so that we can design our game area. For that, okay, let's add another layer, and I'll name it tile map. In this tile map, let's insert the tile map that also you can download from Construct 3. Okay, so there's a forest tile map. Now you can see a tile map is already here. Cool. So right now you can see there is nothing visible in this tile map. So we're going to draw right now this tile map. So let's quickly jump into developing this. So let's start somewhere like this. And we have to pull it a bit down. Okay. We are going to keep it. So we are creating it. So I'm just using the tile map which is available already, and definitely you guys can easily find it. I'm trying to keep the design as close as already available there, so that we can stay very close to our tutorial. I will try to fasten up the process so that we need not to spend much time in building the game, and we focus more on developing it. So I'll just do some uh, creation sort of stuff here to just fasten it up. Okay. And this way, I just wanted to show you guys, like, how to create a tile map, and somewhere you can complete it, and as the design you want to create for your game, you can easily develop this. So I'll just quickly hurry up and get the whole design made. So I'm going to change it quickly. So here is our tile map ready. So now we have 3 layers. Now we have to add our player into this. Um, okay, so we're going to create one player now. So let's do one thing, add an object here, and even before that we have to add a collision also. So we have to add collision here, and so let's create a collision layer for this. And for that I'm going to use a normal sprite. I'm going to use the color blue because that's my favorite, but it's not turning like this blue. I'll better take this. Okay, just filling it up. Yeah, so, and I'll give it behavior solid so that my player can withstand on this. And I'm going to place it here, this whole, I will keep it like this, and I will also keep creating small versions for this which will help my player. So this will be the collision. I'm also keeping collision here. I have to reduce this, keeping a small collision again. So this way you can create collision boxes. I'm sure you guys can easily make it more compared to what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing it so that you can get an understanding how it is done. Uh, we have to keep doing this for all the areas where we think our player can walk. This will be a hands-on process. Yeah, and this I can keep it here also. I'll try to just follow this. I hope I can make a smaller version of same. So make it as per the size of your tile map so that your player can comfortably come and stand on these pillars. So now somewhere we are close to wrap up this. Yeah, we can do this. Cool. We are very close to finish this. Also, we'll need some small boxes like this and like this so that our player can, walk around and jump on these. Okay. And this will be again our object. One vertical stand for this. just to block the game. Cool, so now the collision is ready. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make it transparent, the opacity 0, so that our player cannot see this and we can see it. Okay, looks good, looks good. Now let's introduce our character, the player. So I'm going to create one more layer, object. So in this layer I'm going to bring my player. So even before we start with our player, let's create a small sprite. So we're gonna keep it small size for this. Because game is small, so we're going to need this, a small one. Just we have to keep a note that the origin point will be lower bottom. This one. Cool. And this will be our player with behavior platform. Okay. So what name I give? Let me give it name, player base. Okay, so this will be my player base, and now I'll bring my Kiwi here. So let's add our player now. That will be our Kiwi, and let's do a sprite. Let's keep it and again we're gonna set the origin to bottom, and let's make it something like animations idle, and we're going to fill the animations like when the Kiwi is standing idle, and okay, let's rename to when it is running. So let's insert frame and one more we need jump. So let's take the jump out here. Let me first delete it. Idle frame. Okay, let me try getting it from the jump. These images you can download from the game itself. So this is a jump frame. I'll delete this one. So now what we're gonna do, for quick assign everyone to the bottom and apply to all animations. So now you will notice this sync is happening. So now our Kiwi is also ready. We're going to pin our Kiwi here. Mm. So now let's start coding for this. So let's start on every tick. Let's player mask set position to player base dot x and player base dot y. So this ensures that every time our player base and player they are within sync. And now let's add our player. Let's change these values so that our game plays well. So let's change the values here somewhere like 120, and this we can keep as 500. Same for this also. Let's give it like 250. Gravity we will reduce. This also we're gonna change it, and let's remove this default controls and keep it enabled. I think we are good here. We are good here. So the animation we're going to keep idle. Okay, so far so good. One more thing we have to do right now, the bounded should be unscroll bounded so that our player can move. Now let's see how's the output. Okay. For the time being, we need to check default controls. So right now we can see our player can move and jump. Okay, so we will code for making our penguin turn. Let's do one thing, make the opacity 0. Right, so in this tutorial we noticed this. We created a scene, but it is not going out of this. Okay, this is not moving. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a camera space for this, and let me show you how to create that camera space. So we're going to create camera zone. Let's create a camera zones. Okay, in this camera zone we're going to add a 9 patch. This. Okay, and we're gonna give it a big yeah, we can do this. Okay, so now our clamp, now we have to just do some coding so that our code can understand and our penguin can run this. Cool. So for this, I'm going to add a code. So first I have to declare a variable here. So let's add a global variable, camera zone UID. And when our player base on collision with another object, that is our 9 fetch, better I should name it camera zone. Okay, so on collision with camera zone, I'm going to assign this camera zone set value to camera zone UID. To my camera zone UID. Okay, and now so we're going to do it like pick by unique ID, camera zone, pick by unique ID, camera zone UID. Okay, and in this we're going to set a clamp. Scroll to position, clamp, and player base.x, comma, camera zone.x plus 213, comma, camera zone.x plus camera zone.width minus 213. Okay, and similar one we are going to do for this clamp. Player base dot y, comma, camera zone dot y plus 120, that is half of the screen. Then camera zone dot y plus camera zone dot height minus 120. Okay, so now let's see what happens. And now our player moves. Okay, we forgot to add collision there, but so this is all for the very first part where we learned about creating uh, parallax background and adding objects, adding tile map, adding collision objects, and see you in the next video.